Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking a moment. Drinking some Blue Monkey Juan de Guava Petinha, made from whole fruit. Yeah. This should have been consumed in July of last year. Well, in July of 2023. I'm filming this in 2024 and likely posting it at the end of 2024 or the beginning or somewhere in the middle of 2025. And that is why I am drinking this in this video, is because you see I'm a food blogger. And as a food blogger, I purchased this for review, probably not seeing that it had canned in Spanish, and now it is sitting in my inventory, so I have to use it up. This is one of the aspects of an injury that I suffered. I have a lot of inventory that sits around, so now here it is to enhance my videos. I consume these beverages. Anyway, for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you would be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Still tastes pretty good. It's 136 calories. Anyway, so once again, I am taking a moment away from filming from filming at my workstation because there is too much ambient noise. What is happening at this particular moment is that I am trying to do a full system backup. I have a computer that is questionable. It's getting old. It's at the end of its lifespan. And I am just trying to get to the point where I just cross the threshold into Windows 11 territory. So this old Windows 10 computer that can't be upgraded is just got to last until that point. And very likely, something is going to happen when Windows 10 is no longer supported. Either computers are going to jack way up in price, which would mean that they will soon go down in price because everyone will have purchased them, or they'll just go down in price because everybody purchased them. So I am pushing my computers as hard as I possibly can to try and get as much work out of them as possible before they fail completely. Now, they may never fail completely, but once Windows 10 is no longer supported, they're more susceptible to hacking. So, hence the push. But I realized I have 800 gigabytes of data on a 1 terabyte drive. Most of it is probably just junk I don't need. I could get again. I could recover. But some of it is stuff that it's like, okay, if it's lost, it's lost. So I am doing a full system backup. I have two 2 terabyte Western Digital external hard drive or external SSDs. And, some of the data has to be moved, not copied. Because it's very likely that at the end of the year, or at the end of the life expectancy of this system, I will have filled up the hard drive or the SSD completely on the computer, and then I have to move the data. And the longer I take to do that, the more likely the data will be harder to recover. So, what's the next step? Well, the next step is to get that off the computer. But when you have a huge chunk of data, we're talking this is going to take good 3 hours. It took 3 hours to copy the data onto OneDrive. Now it's going to get moved onto the next drive. And you could say, well, why don't you just move it, then delete the data on the hard drive? Well, yes, I could do that, except for the fact that the hard drive will take as much time to delete the data as it will to move the data. So at the end of the day, if that data gets, if a problem happens, it's more stress on the computer, and the computer may not be able to take it, basically. This is the cleanest way of dealing with the problem. All right, well, yeah, I have to close out all the projects on my computer, though, and I've got 3 of those projects that you can't save them. You would have to essentially, the process of saving them, it is possible, it just takes a lot of time. So, a relatively amount of time. I would have to copy all the links because that's what I'm working on. I'm working on some news stories that require links. If the computer shut down on its own, it would automatically save those links for me. But if the computer gets shut down, it won't. So, let me finish those. Let me finish those last few projects before turning the computer on again and doing a full system clean and then doing my transfer because, I want as little possibility of this computer failing while moving data as possible. This is the final point. I am here to never lose data again. I've lost data. It was expensive. It really put a wrench in my life. And I'm sitting there going, I can recover that data, or I can remake the data I need the most of. But it's just, this is it. This is it. New system, everything is going to be backed up. If my computer were to catch fire after this, I will lose no more than a week's worth of data. It's just, that's what's going on. I'm going whole hog on this. And in addition, when you want to call yourself a professional YouTuber, one of the things a professional YouTuber does is they back up their data, okay? They have backup equipment. Like I have a backup camera. If this camera were to fail, I would be able to use my backup camera. I want to get to the point where it's like, all right, what's going on? Okay, you need your backup camera. All right, backup camera's working. You need to swap the batteries out of this camera. All right, you've got a backup battery. That's where I want to be in life. Okay, it's not easy, but that's where I want to be in life. And, it's just, in order for me to put out the level of work I want to put out, I need to be streamlined. So I'm trying to close out these projects, and what happens? Well, just as I almost finish one, cat poops, and the poop is really loud, and it ruins the take. Got to throw that out and start over. Okay, I don't lose my links, but obviously the sound of a cat pooping in the background very loudly is not going to be amiable. So yeah. Also, the cats kept eating in the background, and no matter how much I put food in another location, they would not stop eating by my computer. And moving the food makes them cry. So, frustration! Anyway, I'm Richard. Hi everybody, I'm Danger Ducky, and this is the part of the video where I remind you to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm also giving time for there to be links to the next video and subscriptions. You should comment, like, and subscribe, because for every 1,000 subscribers, this channel will buy a bracelet from For Ocean, and that will pull a pound of trash out of the ocean. It's a big ocean and there's a lot of trash there. We also buy medals from the Conqueror, and every one of those means that 5 trees are planted, so that we will have a cleaner world for you and me to live in. Danger Donkey says, be a good Samaritan, float like a butterfly, and comment, like, and subscribe!